Hey there, sofa lovers! Welcome back to my channel, where today we're diving into the absolutely thrilling history of, drumroll, the sofa. Yes, you heard me right, folks. We're talking about the evolution of the sofa, from the ancient thrones of kings to the comfy, couch potato nirvana we know today. So grab your favorite snack, preferably something crumbly, because we're gonna make sure your couch is officially crowned the reigning champ of comfort. Let's start at the beginning, way back in ancient times. Imagine this, it's 3000 BC, and the Egyptians are lounging in their asterisk thrones. Asterisk, yeah, kings and queens didn't sit on just any old furniture, they needed royal butt cushions. They had these solid chunks of wood covered with fancy reeds and blankets. We can only assume the first royal snooze alarm was the sound of a pharaoh's snore reverberating through the sands. But hey, when you've got a throne, you can dream about being the world champion of napping. And don't even get me started on the Romans. They took lounging to a whole new level. They invented the triclinium, a super fancy way to say, let's lie down and eat our weight in grapes. Picture this, Rome, 50 BC. You've got 3 couches arranged in a U shape with produce and friends all around. It's like the original Netflix binge, but instead of a cozy blanket, you've got the toga wrapping you up. Total vibe. Fast forward to the Middle Ages, and wow, things took a nosedive. Say goodbye to comfort. Instead of sofas, we had hard wooden benches. It was basically IKEA with no instructions. Good luck figuring that out. Imagine having your friends over for a banquet and telling them to sit on this medieval plank while I serve you bread. The whole lounge vibe went out the window. I mean, who wants splinters while enjoying a hearty feast? Then comes the Renaissance, thank goodness. Suddenly it's all about rich fabrics, elegant curves, and a dash of fancy upholstery. Looking at those sofas, I couldn't help but picture nobility leisurely reclining, sipping fancy drinks. Meanwhile, I'm just here in my sweats, sipping instant coffee. And yes, people actually used to have them in a configuration called the parlor. A room for everyone to just hang out? What kind of sorcery is this? I'm sure someone was like, hey, let's just put soft things in here so we can distract ourselves from the fact that the world's falling apart. Ah, the Victorian era. If I had a time machine, I'd visit just to critique those ridiculously ornate sofas. I mean, did they need all the frills? That furniture looked more like a costume than a couch. If I sat down, I'd probably be lost in a sea of satin and tassels, never to be seen again. And let's not forget, they had so many rules. You could sit, but you couldn't lounge. Apparently, resting all your body on a sofa was social suicide. So, thank goodness we're not living in the Victorian days unless you wanted your couch to come with a side of emotional repression. Now, look at us. We've come to the era of the modern sofa. The era of background Netflix and chill. You've got your reclining sofas, corner sectionals, and even modular designs that make you feel like an architect in your living room. Don't even get me started on the endless selection of fabrics. If I had to choose between a fancy silk or that one fabric that feels like a warm huggy, guess who's going for a $20 fabric that's also stain resistant? Shout out to #MomLife. There you have it, folks. From kings on thrones to you and me, hanging out on our compression couches, the sofa's evolution is a wild ride. So, which era's seating style would you want? Let me know in the comments below. And hey, if you enjoyed this little stroll through sofa history, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more wacky history breakdowns. Until next time, may your cushions be soft and your snacks plentiful. Bye bye.